Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel Old Charles. Today, we're diving deep into the world of American coins to explore the United States 5-cent Jefferson nickel from 1972. Whether you're a beginner coin collector or an experienced numismatist, this is a coin that might already be in your pocket change, but its history, details, and potential value may surprise you. So let's get started. The Jefferson nickel has been an essential part of U.S. coinage since 1938, when it replaced the Buffalo nickel. The design was created by Felix Schlag, and it features the third president of the United States, Thomas Jefferson, on the obverse. On the reverse side, we see Jefferson's famous home, Monticello, located in Virginia. By 1972, this design had already been in circulation for 34 years, and it remained largely unchanged until the early 2000s. During this time, the U.S. Mint produced billions of these coins, making them a very common piece of American change. However, small variations in mint marks, condition, and errors can make a big difference in their collector value. On the obverse of the 1972 nickel, we see a left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson. Above his head, the motto "In God We Trust" is inscribed, with the word Liberty and the date *1972* placed to the right. On the reverse, you'll find the depiction of Monticello, Jefferson's famous plantation home. Above Monticello is the Latin phrase "e pluribus unum," meaning out of many, one. Below, the word Monticello is clearly inscribed, followed by 5 cents and asterisk, United States of America. The coin is made of a copper-nickel composition, 75% copper and 25% nickel, weighing 5 grams with a diameter of 21.2 millimeters. In 1972, the Jefferson nickel was struck at 3 different U.S. mint facilities. Philadelphia Mint. These coins carry no mint mark ***, and more than 206 million were produced. Denver Mint ***, coins with the D mint mark, with a massive mintage of over 351 million. San Francisco Mint. The S mint mark coins were specially struck as proof coins for collectors, with a mintage of just over 3 million. Because of these huge mintages, most 1972 nickels are very common in circulation. However, their value depends heavily on condition. When it comes to coin collecting, condition is everything. Collectors use a grading scale from poor, P1***, to mint state, MS 70, to determine the coin's value. Rare, perfectly preserved examples in MS 67 condition have even sold for over $500 at auctions. The 1972 S-proof nickel, struck at the San Francisco Mint, was made specifically for collectors. These coins feature a mirror-like surface and sharp details. Most proof coins are worth $1 to $3, but if you find one with a deep cameo finish and in perfect condition, it could be valued at $20 to $50 or more. Now here's where things get really interesting. Some 1972 Jefferson nickels have minting errors or varieties that make them far more valuable than standard coins. Double die errors ***, where parts of the design, like the lettering or Jefferson's profile, appeared doubled. Off-center strikes ***, coins that were not properly aligned during minting, sometimes showing a dramatic shift. Die breaks or cuds ***, raised marks on the coin caused by cracks in the minting die. Depending on the severity and rarity, these error coins can sell anywhere from $20 to several $100 for most collectors. The 1972 Jefferson nickel is not a rare coin, but it holds value as part of a complete Jefferson nickel collection. Completing a set with coins from every year and mint mark can be an exciting and rewarding challenge. If you're just starting out, look through your pocket change. You might still find 1972 nickels in circulation today, and who knows, you could even discover an error coin worth far more than its face value. To wrap things up, the 1972 United States 5-cent Jefferson nickel is generally a common coin worth face value in circulated condition. But in higher grades, proof form, or with errors, it can carry collector premiums that make it an exciting find. Next time you come across a 1972 nickel, don't overlook it. Check for condition, mint marks, and possible errors. It might just be worth more than you think. The Jefferson nickel is one of the longest-running coin series in U.S. history, and by 1972, it had already been circulating for over 3 decades. To understand the 1972 issue, we need to look back at the origins of the Jefferson nickel itself. The Jefferson nickel was first introduced in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel, which had been in use since 1913. The change was part of the U.S. Mint's effort to honor important American leaders, and Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and principal author of the Declaration of Independence, was chosen. The design was created by Felix Schlag, a German-born sculptor who won a public design competition. His portrait of Jefferson was paired with an image of Monticello, Jefferson's plantation home in Virginia, making the coin not just a piece of money, but also a symbol of American history and architecture. During World War II, 1942 to 1945, Jefferson nickels were temporarily struck in a special silver alloy instead of the usual copper-nickel composition. This was done to conserve nickel metal for the war effort. Those coins are often called war nickels. After the war, the mint returned to the standard 75% copper and 25% nickel composition that is still used today. By the 1950s and 60s, Jefferson nickels had become one of the most familiar coins in circulation across the United States. By the time the 1972 Jefferson nickel was struck, the design had already become a cornerstone of American coinage. The early 1970s was a period of high demand for circulating coins, and the mint struck hundreds of millions of nickels each year to meet the needs of a growing U.S. economy. In 1972, three major mints were involved: Philadelphia, no mint mark, ***, producing over 206 million nickels; Denver, D-mint mark, ***, striking over 351 million coins; San Francisco, S-mint mark, ***, making just over 3 million proof nickels, specially crafted for collectors. Because of these enormous mintages, most 1972 nickels were never rare, but they remain an important part of the Jefferson series. The Jefferson nickel design stayed mostly unchanged from 1938 until 2003. The 1972 issue fits into the middle of this long-running design period, representing a time when the coin had already become a familiar face in American pockets. For many Americans, the Jefferson nickel symbolized stability. Through decades of change, from the Great Depression, World War II, and the Cold War, into the cultural shifts of the 1970s, this coin continued to circulate, quietly linking generations together. When it comes to coins, condition is king. The 1972 Jefferson nickel is no exception. Even though it's a very common coin, its value changes drastically depending on how well it has survived over the last 50-plus years. Most 1972 nickels that you'll find today are in circulated condition. That means they've been used in everyday commerce, exchanged thousands of times, carried in pockets, purses, and coin jars. These coins often show flattened details on Jefferson's hair and face-worn lettering and mottos, scratches and marks from circulation. A dull, grayish color from decades of handling. In this condition, they usually hold only their face value of 5 cents, though collectors may still keep them for filling album slots. A step above circulated coins are those in about uncirculated, -50 Australian dollars to -58 Australian dollars. These coins may have just light wear on the highest points of Jefferson's cheekbone or Monticello's dome, but they still retain most of their original luster. In this grade, a 1972 nickel can bring around 25 to 50 cents uncirculated or mint state. Nickels are where collectors get excited. These coins have never entered circulation and show no signs of wear. Instead, they shine with their original mint luster. Coins may have minor bag marks or dull luster. Value ranges $1 to $3, higher quality with sharper details and better eye appeal. Value ranges $5 to $15. These are the top grade survivors, with nearly flawless surfaces and full strike details. At this level, values can reach $50, $100, or even $500 plus at auction for the very finest examples. The San Francisco Mint struck proof nickels in 1972, designed for collectors rather than circulation. These coins have mirror-like fields, frosted details on cameo and deep cameo varieties. No circulation marks. A standard proof nickel is worth about $1 to $3, while deep cameo examples in perfect condition can reach $20 to $50, or more. Condition also plays a major role in the value of error coins. For example, a 1972 nickel with a strong double die, off-center strike, or clash marks will command much higher prices if it's in excellent shape. A rare error in mint state can sometimes sell for hundreds of dollars because over 557 million nickels were minted in 1972. Most are common. What separates an ordinary coin from a valuable one is not the date itself, but the condition. The fewer scratches, the sharper the detail, and the brighter the luster, the more collectors are willing to pay.